Welcome to the health video, and today, we're going to explore a topic that I believe will truly change the way you think about your health. Imagine this. What if every bite you put in your mouth wasn't just about satisfying your hunger, but actively recreating your own health future? Sounds big, right? But trust me, it's true. In a world where cancer touches the lives of millions of people every year, in the US alone, statistics show that nearly 40% of adults will be diagnosed with cancer at some point in their lives. The choices we make at the dinner table are no longer just about taste or preference. They're about survival, about inner strength, and about a smart defense strategy for our bodies. You know, in my journey to natural health, I made the mistake that so many of us make, thinking that eating clean is enough. But the truth is, that's not necessarily enough. Eating clean is good, but eating smart and strategically really makes the difference. In our kitchens, there is a huge natural pharmacy hidden. These foods are not only nutritious, but also medicinal, working silently inside your body to destroy free radicals, reduce inflammation, and create an environment where cancer cells have a hard time surviving. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 incredible superfoods that scientists and leading nutritionists have dubbed cancer's worst enemy. This is more than just a list. This is a blueprint for how you can take back control of your health, one meal at a time. You'll not only know which foods to eat, but also how to eat them right, the mistakes to avoid, and how to maximize all the precious nutrients they provide. We'll dive into each one, look at the science behind them, and how you can easily incorporate them into your daily diet. Stay until the end, because the information you're about to receive may be the most important lesson your body will ever thank you for. Ready? Let's start the journey to turning your kitchen into your health fortress, right here. We've asked ourselves the big question: how can food not only nourish us, but also protect us? To answer that question, we first need to better understand the enemy we're facing: cancer. It sounds scary, but knowledge is power, right? Think of our body as a house. Every day, this house faces countless intruders, free radicals. These are unstable molecules that are produced by the body's metabolism, or from external factors such as pollution, cigarette smoke, or even too much sunlight. When too many free radicals accumulate, they begin to attack our healthy cells, damaging our DNA and causing chronic inflammation. This is the foundation that cancer often takes advantage of to grow. Imagine this: if you let garbage accumulate in your home for too long, the air will become polluted, insects will come, and your home will quickly deteriorate. Similarly, when our bodies are constantly bombarded with free radicals and chronic inflammation, our cells will begin to malfunction, mutate, and eventually may develop into cancer cells. Sadly, in our modern society, with its diet high in sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats, we are unwittingly creating an ideal environment for free radicals and inflammation to flourish. Here's a small but important lesson: cancer doesn't always happen randomly. While genetics play a role, our lifestyle and especially our diet are powerful switches that can turn our risk of developing the disease on or off. Science has shown that a healthy diet, rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, can significantly reduce the risk of cancer, even by 30 to 50% in some cases. This doesn't mean that foods are a cure-all or a substitute for modern medical treatments. Far from it. But they are the most powerful preventative tools you have at your disposal, your first and most effective defense system. So, if foods are so powerful in the fight against cancer, how can we maximize their potential? That's where we dive into the list of 10 superfoods I mentioned. They're not just delicious foods, they're real warriors in the fight to protect your health. Let's explore the first food on this golden list, right now. Great! Let's explore the first two warriors on the list. Ours 3. Superfoods number 1 and number 2, carrots and flax seeds. Warm, friendly tone, like talking to a friend. Now that we understand the importance of strategic food choices, let's dive into your natural pharmacy, starting with 2 simple but incredibly powerful foods. First, none other than the humble carrot. You might be thinking, carrots? I've been eating them since I was a kid. Yes, but do you know all about its extraordinary power? In addition to being famous for beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which helps to improve vision and the immune system, carrots also contain a lesser-known but very special compound, polyacetylenes, with the most prominent representative being fulcarenol. Science has shown that fulcarenol has the ability to inhibit the growth of cancer cells in some test tube and animal studies. For example, a study at Newcastle University, UK showed that fulcarenol in carrots can help reduce the risk of colon cancer by up to 1/3. That's not a small number. The little lesson here is, sometimes the simplest, most familiar things have extraordinary powers that we have not yet discovered. To optimize the absorption of beta-carotene, interestingly, lightly cooking carrots, such as steaming or stir-frying, can actually help your body absorb the nutrients. This is better than eating them raw. You can add carrots to soups, stews, or simply steam them and sprinkle them with a little black pepper to enhance absorption and flavor. Or if you want a quick fix, a glass of fresh carrot juice in the morning is also a great choice. Next, we have a small but mighty star, flax-seeds. Small but not underestimated, flax seeds are a real nutritional powerhouse. You've probably heard about their rich omega-3 content, specifically ALA alpha-linolenic acid, which is great for reducing inflammation and heart health. Chronic inflammation, as we've said, is one of the root causes of many diseases, including cancer. But what really makes flax seeds special in the fight against cancer is their extremely rich lignan content. Lignans are a type of phytoestrogen, which are plant compounds that are similar in structure to the body's estrogen. They can help balance hormones, which is especially important in preventing hormone-related cancers such as breast and prostate cancer. A practical example, many studies have shown that women who consume lignans regularly have a lower risk of breast cancer. The mechanism is that lignans can take the place of bad estrogen on cell receptors or help regulate the body's estrogen metabolism. However, there is an important secret that not everyone knows to get the most out of flaxseed. You have to grind flaxseed before eating. Whole flax seeds have a very hard shell, making it difficult for our bodies to digest and absorb the valuable nutrients inside. Just imagine swallowing a diamond without breaking it. So the little lesson here is, always grind fresh flax seeds just before eating, for example in a coffee grinder or mini blender. And to keep the best quality, store ground flax seeds in the fridge to avoid oxidation. You can sprinkle a teaspoon of ground flax seeds into your morning smoothie, yogurt, oatmeal, or even sprinkle it on salads. It has a slightly nutty flavor, making it easy to incorporate. With carrots and flax seeds, we have the first two warriors in our anti-cancer army. Next, we will explore two seemingly simple whole grains that are extremely powerful nutritional shields. Don't miss it. We have just explored the hidden power of carrots and flax seeds. Continuing this journey, let's move on to two grains that I believe will change the way you look at your daily meals. They are not just a source of energy, but also extremely powerful nutritional shields in the fight against cancer. First, let's talk about quinoa, the mother grain from the Andes. Small in size, but a giant in benefits. Quinoa, pronounced quinoa, is a unique pseudo-cereal. It's known as one of the few plant-based sources of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body can't make on its own. This is crucial for building and repairing cells, including disease-fighting immune cells. But quinoa's cancer-fighting powers extend beyond protein. It's also a treasure trove of powerful flavonoids, particularly quercetin and kaempferol. These are natural antioxidants that help protect cells from free radical damage, which is what causes cancer. Think of them as tiny sentinels protecting your DNA from damage. A real-world example, if you regularly eat white rice, switching to quinoa is a huge step forward. Quinoa has a low glycemic index, meaning it releases energy slowly, helping to stabilize blood sugar levels. This is not only good for people with diabetes, but also important in cancer prevention because large blood sugar fluctuations can promote inflammation and abnormal cell growth. The lesson here is, don't underestimate the small or unfamiliar things in the food world. Quinoa is a perfect example of how a small change in grain choice can have huge health benefits. You can easily replace white rice with quinoa in your meals, or add it to salads, soups, or even make breakfast with fruits and nuts. Next, let's talk about brown rice. More than a grain, it is a nutritional bodyguard. Brown rice is the brother of the white rice we eat every day, but it retains all the precious bran and germ. And it is this bran layer that contains most of the fiber, the vitamins, and important minerals such as selenium and phenolic compounds. Selenium is an essential trace mineral that acts as a powerful antioxidant, helping to protect cells from damage and supporting the immune system. Phenolic compounds also contribute to the anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties of brown rice. Here is a golden tip to optimize the benefits of brown rice that not everyone knows. Soak brown rice for a few hours or overnight before cooking. Soaking brown rice helps reduce the amount of phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that can interfere with the absorption of important minerals such as iron and zinc. When phytic acid is reduced, your body will have an easier time accessing and absorbing more of the nutrients in brown rice, while also making digestion easier. Real-life example: if you're looking to improve your gut health, brown rice is a great choice thanks to its high fiber content. Fiber helps cleanse your gut, eliminate toxins, and maintain a healthy gut microbiome, a key factor in a strong immune system and preventing colon cancer. The lesson here is, sometimes, preparing a food properly can unlock its full nutritional potential. A little patience when soaking brown rice can pay big dividends for your health. So we have carrots, flax seeds, quinoa, and brown rice, the first for superheroes in your kitchen. From here, we'll continue to explore other foods, including a familiar fruit and a breakfast cereal you might have overlooked. Stay tuned so you don't miss out on valuable information. We've gone through the first for warriors in our kitchen, right? From carrots and flax seeds to quinoa and brown rice, you can see how simple everyday choices can be incredibly powerful. Now let's move on to more superheroes, a refreshing fruit and a breakfast cereal you're probably already familiar with. First, let's talk about lemons, a refreshingly sour taste with far-reaching effects. When you think of lemons, you probably think of vitamin C, and yes, lemons are a great source of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps boost the immune system and detoxify the body, especially the liver. Our liver is like a giant filter factory, working tirelessly to eliminate toxins. And consuming foods rich in vitamin C like lemons can optimize this important function. But the real cancer-fighting power of lemons lies in compounds called limonoids, which are particularly abundant in the peel and the white pith beneath the peel. Studies have shown that limonoids have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and even anti-cancer properties that inhibit the growth of certain types of cancer cells, including breast, colon, and prostate cancer. They may help activate detoxifying enzymes in the liver, which clean up carcinogens from the body. A practical example: instead of just squeezing lemon juice, try grating some organic lemon zest into salads, soups, or even baking. Lemon zest contains many times more limonoids than the juice. It's a great way to boost the benefits without much effort. The lesson here: don't waste the parts of your food you'd normally throw away, like lemon peels. Nature often hides its most amazing things in the most unexpected places. A simple habit of starting the day with a glass of warm water with lemon not only helps stimulate digestion and hydrate the body after a long night, but also provides a great kick of vitamin C and limonoids for your liver. Next, we will explore oats, seemingly simple but a silent bodyguard. Oats have become a familiar part of many families' breakfast, and there is a good reason for that. Oats are widely recognized as a powerful food in preventing many types of cancer, and the secret lies in its special type of fiber, beta-glucans. Beta-glucan is a unique type of soluble fiber found in abundance in oats. Not only does it help maintain gut health by cleansing the digestive system and promoting the growth of healthy gut bacteria, a key factor for our immune system, but it also plays a special role in regulating blood sugar. Think about it. When your blood sugar spikes and drops repeatedly, your body produces more insulin. Chronically high insulin levels have been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, including breast and pancreatic cancer. The beta-glucans in oats help slow the absorption of sugar, keeping blood sugar levels more stable, thereby reducing this risk. Practical example: I often recommend that my patients start their day with about 30 grams of oats, about 1/2 cup dry. You can make it into oatmeal or add it to smoothies for a fiber-filled breakfast that will keep your energy steady all morning. The little lesson here: consistency is key. Stabilizing your blood sugar not only helps you feel more energized, but it's also a powerful cancer prevention strategy. Lemon and oats have added some amazing benefits to our list. From detoxifying the liver to stabilizing blood sugar, they show that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated. Next, we'll look at two powerful flavor warriors known for their incredible anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Stay tuned for what they have in store. We've come a long way together in discovering the hidden nutritional gems in our kitchens, haven't we? From familiar vegetables to whole grains, each has its own story of healing power. Now, let's explore the next two warriors, both famous for their powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, despite having very different flavors. First, let's talk about garlic, a familiar spice with extraordinary power. Garlic, an indispensable ingredient in many dishes, not only enhances flavor, but is also a silent superhero in the fight against cancer. Garlic is famous for its antibacterial, anti-inflammatory and antifungal properties, but its main power lies in its organic sulfur compounds, especially allicin. Allicin is formed when fresh garlic is crushed, chopped or crushed. This compound has the ability to activate detoxifying enzymes in the liver, helping the body eliminate carcinogens. At the same time, allicin is also studied for its ability to inhibit the growth of cancer cells and even cause their self-destruction apoptosis. A real-life example, epidemiological studies have shown that people who regularly consume garlic have a lower risk of certain types of cancer, especially stomach and colorectal cancer. Imagine you are cleaning your intestines every time you add garlic to your dish. However, there is one common mistake that many people make that significantly reduces the power of garlic: cooking it immediately after peeling it. The lesson here is to maximize the production of allicin. Crush or chop the garlic, then let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before cooking or eating. This short wait time allows the enzymes in the garlic to get to work and convert the precursors into allicin. It is best to eat garlic raw or only lightly cooked to retain the maximum amount of nutrients. For example, add chopped and rested garlic to salads, dips, or sprinkle over cooked pasta. Next, we have red berries, sweet but also a powerful shield. Strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and mulberries. These red berries are not only beautiful and delicious, but they are also a great weapon in your anti-cancer nutritional arsenal. They are champions of antioxidants. These fruits are rich in vitamin C, but what stands out is the presence of compounds such as anthocyanins, the substances that give fruits their red, purple, and blue colors, cyanidin, and especially ellagic acid. Ellagic acid has been extensively studied for its ability to protect healthy cells from damage, prevent the growth of cancer cells, and even promote their death in test tubes. A real-world example, think about adding a handful of frozen blueberries to your morning smoothie, or use fresh strawberries for dessert. Not only is this a way to enjoy natural sweetness, but you're also giving your body a dose of powerful antioxidants to fight against free radicals. The lesson here is, prioritize eating whole berries instead of just drinking juice. When you eat whole berries, you will absorb all the valuable fiber, which is not only good for digestion, but also plays an important role in eliminating toxins and reducing the risk of intestinal cancer. Fiber helps to clean the intestines, reducing the time harmful substances are in contact with the intestinal wall. Garlic and red berries is proof that our cancer-fighting warriors come in many shapes and flavors. Don't miss the next parts, where we will explore more beans, grains, and vegetables with amazing abilities. We have explored the first 6 superheroes in the fight against cancer, from familiar carrots to colorful berries. Now, let's dive into the world of beans, extremely powerful sources of phytonutrients, especially these two: lentils and fermented soybeans. First, let's talk about lentils, the hidden power in a small seed. Lentils, which come in a variety of colors from green to red to brown to black, are a legume that is not only delicious, but also a nutritional powerhouse. They are a great source of plant-based protein and fiber, which is obvious. But what makes lentils so cancer-fighting is their incredibly high folate aka vitamin B9 content. Folate plays a vital role in the synthesis and repair of our DNA. Think of it as a professional repairman, ensuring that your genetic code is copied correctly and errors are corrected. When your body has enough folate, your risk of DNA mutations, a precursor to cancer, is significantly reduced. This is especially important in the prevention of colorectal cancer and some other cancers. A real-life example, if you are looking for a quick, nutritious, and filling meal, lentils are the perfect choice. I often start a big pot of lentil soup at the beginning of the week and eat it for lunch. Not only is it high in fiber to keep you full and aid in weight loss, but it also provides a good amount of folate to protect your DNA. Or you can add lentils to your favorite salad, or even use it as a meat substitute in some veggie burger recipes. The lesson here is, your health is built on the smallest of building blocks, like the folate in lentils. Don't neglect the basic foods that provide the foundational nutrients for life and defense. Next, a controversial food that has strong scientific evidence when used properly: fermented soybeans. Oh, this is an interesting topic. Soybeans have been and still are the center of much debate in the nutrition world. But let me be clear, not all soy is the same, and the fermented form is the star we want to talk about. Fermented soybeans like tofu, miso, tempeh and nata are excellent sources of protein and contain unique compounds called isoflavones, notably genistein and daidzein. These are phytoestrogens, i.e. plant compounds that are structurally similar to human estrogen. They can communicate with estrogen receptors in the body, and depending on your natural estrogen levels, they can act as weak estrogens or even antagonists, helping to balance hormones. Real-world examples and scientific evidence. Large studies have shown that women in Asian countries, where fermented soy is a major part of the daily diet from an early age, have significantly lower rates of breast and prostate cancer. One hypothesis is that isoflavones may help regulate estrogen levels in the body, thereby protecting against hormone-related cancers. Importantly, fermentation also increases the absorption of isoflavones and reduces antinutrients that may be present in unfermented soy. The lesson here is, in the world of nutrition, the preparation and quality of food is just as important as the food itself. Always prioritize organic, fermented soy to get the most benefits without the potential risks. You can easily add miso to soups, use tempeh in stir-fries or roasts, or tofu to vegetarian dishes. So we have lentils with DNA-protecting folate and fermented soy with hormone-balancing isoflavones. These two botanical warriors are a clear demonstration of the power of a varied and intelligent diet. Next, we will explore two powerfully flavored tubers and a mushroom that has been dubbed the millennium secret of traditional medicine. Let's see what exciting things await us. We have come a long way. From basic vegetables to nuts and beans, each warrior has its own special abilities to protect our health. Now, let's uncover the secrets of the next two superfoods. One is an ingredient you use every day, and the other is the millennium secret of traditional medicine. First, let's talk about onions, simple but surprisingly powerful. Onions, the vegetable that makes us cry when we cut them, are a silent hero in the kitchen. They have many of the same properties as garlic, including its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. But what really makes onions stand out in the fight against cancer is their high content of a powerful flavonoid called quercetin. Quercetin is an extremely effective antioxidant, helping to neutralize harmful free radicals and reduce chronic inflammation, to key factors that promote the development of cancer. Studies have linked regular onion consumption to a reduced risk of several types of cancer, including stomach, colorectal, and prostate cancer. Quercetin also has the ability to inhibit the multiplication of cancer cells and stimulate their programmed self-destruction. A practical example: to get the most out of quercetin, try to eat onions raw or only very lightly cooked. High temperatures during cooking can significantly reduce the concentration of these active compounds. You can add thinly sliced red onions to fresh salads, make salsa, or add them to dishes after they have been cooked and cooled a bit. The mild pungency of raw onions can be a bit overwhelming for some people, but you can soak them in cold water for a few minutes to reduce the pungency. The lesson here is, sometimes, keeping things a little raw is the key to preserving nutrients. And don't just think of onions as a base for your dish, make them a main part of your meal to maximize their anti-cancer benefits. Next, let's explore medicinal mushrooms, a 1,000-year-old secret from nature. Here's a really cool superfood: medicinal mushrooms. We're not just talking about regular white button mushrooms, but things like shiitake, maitake, reishi, or turkey tail. These mushrooms have been used in traditional Asian medicine for thousands of years as wonders that promote health and longevity. What makes these mushrooms such powerful allies for our immune system is the presence of special beta-glucans and polysaccharides such as PSK and PSP in turkey tail mushrooms. These compounds have been shown to activate and regulate the body's immune cells, helping them to recognize and destroy abnormal cells, including cancer cells, more effectively. They help the body become smarter in defending itself. A real-life example: in Japan, extracts from shiitake mushrooms, lentinan, and turkey tail mushrooms (PSK) have been approved and used as adjunctive therapies in cancer treatment, alongside traditional methods. This shows their great potential in supporting the body's natural defense system. The small but extremely important lesson here is, when it comes to medicinal mushrooms, always buy from trusted and reputable sources. Never pick wild mushrooms to eat, as there are many types of mushrooms that are poisonous. And a small note: cook mushrooms lightly before eating to help your body digest and absorb nutrients better. You can add them to soups, stir-fries, or even make mushroom tea. With onions and medicinal mushrooms, we have added versatile bodyguards to our anti-cancer army. Next, we will explore two golden spices that are recognized by both traditional medicine and modern science for their outstanding anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Can you guess what they are? Let's find out right away. We're nearing the end of our list of food superheroes, and I hope you're feeling inspired to turn your kitchen into a fortress of health protection. Now, let's explore two golden spices that traditional medicine has revered for centuries, and whose extraordinary powers modern science is gradually proving: turmeric and green tea. First, let's talk about turmeric, the miracle spice of traditional medicine. Turmeric, with its vibrant orange-yellow color and distinctive flavor, has been a staple in Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine, TCM cuisine and medicine for thousands of years. The reason for this reverence lies in a powerful active compound called curcumin. Curcumin is the true star of turmeric, widely known for its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. But its anti-cancer powers extend far beyond that. Curcumin has been studied for its ability to inhibit the growth of cancer cells, promote their self-destruction apoptosis, and, most notably, for its ability to block the process of new blood vessels angiogenesis. Think of it this way: tumors need no blood vessels to grow and metastasize. Curcumin can cut off this nutrient supply, making it difficult for tumors to grow. This makes turmeric a potential ally in the prevention and even treatment of many types of cancer such as breast, prostate, colon, and skin cancer. A real-life example and a very important tip: if you want to get the most out of curcumin, you can't just take turmeric. Curcumin is poorly absorbed into the body. The little lesson here is, to increase the absorption of curcumin by more than 20 times, you need to combine it with piperine, the compound found in black pepper. Adding a little black pepper to a dish containing turmeric will create a powerful golden duo. In addition, curcumin is also a fat-soluble compound, so combine turmeric with a little healthy oil like olive oil or coconut oil when cooking. You can easily add turmeric to curries, soups, stir-fries, or even make a warm golden milk before going to bed. Next, we have green tea, the miracle drink against cancer. Green tea, a simple drink, but contains a treasure of health. Detoxifying the body and boosting the immune system are essential steps to maintaining good health, and green tea is a great way to achieve these goals thanks to its countless benefits. The secret of green tea lies in its powerful antioxidant compounds called catechins, the most prominent of which is EGCG epigallocatechin gallate. EGCG is an antioxidant super warrior that helps protect your cells from free radical damage and has been widely studied for its ability to reduce the risk of many types of cancer, including prostate, colon, stomach, breast, lung, ovarian, and bladder cancers. EGCG can influence cell signaling pathways, inhibit the growth of cancer cells, and even induce their programmed death. In addition to its cancer benefits, green tea is also known for its role in preventing neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, contributing to brain health and longevity. However, there is one important caveat when enjoying green tea. I always advise my patients to avoid drinking green tea with iron-rich meals, such as dark leafy greens or red meat. The lesson here is, compounds in green tea can interfere with iron absorption, leading to nutritional deficiencies if you're not careful. It's best to drink green tea between meals, about 1 to 2 hours away. Turmeric and green tea are living examples of how what we put into our bodies, whether it's a pinch of spice or a cup of tea, can have a profound impact on our health. Next, We'll explore the final two stars on this list, a little known but incredibly nutritious vegetable and a familiar but surprising cruciferous vegetable. Join me as we wrap up this golden list. We've been on a wonderful journey together, discovering the hidden powers of food. From carrots to turmeric and green tea, I believe you've gained a lot of useful knowledge to turn your meals into powerful tools to protect your health. Now, let's unveil the last two superheroes on this list. A vegetable you're all too familiar with, and a vegetable seed that may be quite new but is full of interesting surprises. First, let's talk about cruciferous vegetables, the familiar green warriors. When I say cruciferous vegetables, do you think of broccoli, kale, cabbage, cauliflower, or bok choy? That's right. These are vegetables so familiar that we sometimes forget how powerful they are in the fight against cancer. The secret lies in compounds called glucosinolates that cruciferous vegetables contain. When you chew, chop, or lightly cook these vegetables, the glucosinolates are converted into more powerful bioactive compounds, such as isothiocyanates, most notably sulforaphane, and indole 3-carbinyl I3C. These compounds are real heroes. They have the ability to activate the body's natural detoxification enzymes in the liver, helping to neutralize and eliminate carcinogens before they can damage DNA. What's more, they have been studied for their ability to inhibit cancer cell growth and even promote apoptosis them. A practical example, think about adding broccoli or kale to your daily meals. Instead of boiling them until soft, try lightly steaming or stir-frying them to retain the maximum amount of glucosinolates. Another great way to get your sulforaphane fix is to eat broccoli sprouts. They contain 10 to 100 times more sulforaphane than the mature plant. The lesson here is, sometimes the simplest preparation is the best. And expand your greens, don't just stick to one type. Lastly, we have amaranth, the forgotten gem. It may be a less familiar name than other vegetables, but amaranth is actually an underrated superfood, especially the amaranth grain. Not only is amaranth a nutritious dark leafy green, but its seeds are also considered a pseudo-grain similar to quinoa, with extremely impressive nutritional value. Amaranth is famous for its high content of polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that help prevent cell damage and reduce the risk of developing tumors. But the point is, what makes it unique in the fight against cancer is the presence of squalene. Squalene is an organic compound with powerful antioxidant and anti-cancer properties. Although squalene is commonly known from shark liver oil, amaranth, both leaves and seeds, is one of the richest plant sources. Squalene has been studied for its ability to inhibit tumor cell growth and provide significant protection against cancers such as skin cancer and breast cancer. Furthermore, amaranth seeds are a complete source of protein, rich in lysine, an essential amino acid often lacking in other grains, and important minerals such as iron and magnesium. A practical example, you can use fresh amaranth leaves to cook soups, stir-fries, or add to salads. Amaranth is incredibly versatile. You can cook it as porridge, add it to soups and salads, or even pop it for a healthy snack or sprinkle it on yogurt or cereal. The lesson here is, be open to trying new, less common foods. Sometimes, these hidden gems contain special nutrients that we need to boost our health. So there we have it, 16 amazing superfoods that can help boost your body's cancer-fighting abilities. From humble carrots to mysterious medicinal mushrooms and surprising amaranthus, each one has its own story of healing power. The key isn't to eat them all at once, but to understand the principles and start making small, sustainable changes every day. Thank you for taking the time to explore the incredible healing potential of these powerful foods. You've probably realized that the journey to better health isn't one giant leap, but rather one small, intentional step at a time. And today, you've taken a very important step. So we've come to the end of our journey together to discover these amazing superfoods. From the humble carrot to the surprising amaranth, you've seen that our kitchens are truly a treasure trove of incredibly powerful natural medicines. The most important thing I want you to take away today is not a complicated list of foods to follow mechanically. Instead, remember this big lesson. Food is medicine. What you choose to put into your body each day affects not only your immediate shape or energy, but also shapes your health for years to come, even your body's ability to defend against serious diseases like cancer. Think of every meal as an opportunity to nourish, protect, and strengthen your own health. And this is a truth I always remind myself and those I love. Health is not a destination, but a continuous journey. You don't have to be perfect right away. Every mindful bite, every smart choice is a small but meaningful step on that journey. Start with the smallest things, the changes that you feel you can maintain. Now, I have a call to action for you. Get started today. Pick one or two of the 10 superfoods we talked about, whichever one is easiest and most exciting for you, and try incorporating them into your diet this week. Maybe add ground flaxseed to your yogurt, or try a lentil soup, or simply drink a cup of green tea in the afternoon. And share with me. I'd love to know what surprised you the most in today's video. Which superfoods are you ready to add to your shopping list next? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else to start their own health journey. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something incredibly important. While these foods have the potential to support your health, they are not a cure or a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have any health concerns or are undergoing cancer treatment, always consult your doctor or dietitian before making any major changes to your diet. We are here to educate, and medical professionals will give you the best personalized advice. If this video has sparked something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a family member, or anyone you love, because health is a gift worth sharing. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Healthy Care and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to learn, grow, and prosper with us. At Healthy Care, we are always here to empower you with knowledge based on natural solutions, and simple changes can make a real difference. Thank you for being a part of this community. Remember, even the smallest changes in your daily choices can lead to powerful and lasting transformation. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and keep choosing health, one bite at a time.